up now, step up, friends, now let's be going. For here in the midway a strange wind is blowing. Where the lights are brighter, the laughter is knowing. Friends, into this tent now of marvels we're going. Sing it loud! Ballyhoo, bally-high, sing it low and sing it high. A song for the ages, for you and for me, where the carnival mirror is calling. Step up now, step up, friends, now, let's be going. For here in the midway a strange wind is blowing. Where the lights are brighter and the laughter is knowing. Friends, into this tent now of marvels we're going. Sing it loud! Ballyhoo, bally-high, sing it low and sing it high.
Okay, coming in about a minute.
For the ages, for you and for me, where the carnival mirror is calling.
Okay, Marcus, we're gonna come in on you first. Okay, just a moment. And hello, here we are. Midway Tabletop. We've got our Aternium Road, one of our side stories, following the amazing folks, John Locke, Moira, and Dame Harlow, meeting her fiancé tonight, perhaps. Marcus Flores, our incredible dungeon master. Take it away, sir. Sorry, guys. Audio not working. I'm so sorry. Oh, boy. Okay. You can hear me now, but we can't hear the cast, can we? That is odd in the extreme. Alrighty. Very interesting. Fixed in a moment.
Have you filled yours out this year?
There we go. Now we have everyone.
Are we
Sorry
in?
about that. We are in, and if you could take it from the top.
Oh, sorry.
Apologies.
It's those
Techno
techno
gremlins.
techno gremlins messing with our twitches and our feeds and all that feeds and stuffs. Hello again. It's your old pal Uncle Cuss here. I'm here to have fun and screw up the definition of Dungeons and Dragons. All right.
No dungeons, no dragons.
Actually, before I do the recap, which I did before, but before I do the recap, we'll introduce everybody, and then I'll get to the recap. Huh? I'm your buddy. It's El Marcus Flores here. Throw some bits my way. If you throw 2,000 bits our way, you can tell me to shut the hell up and read the rule book once in a while. So there you go. We'll give it a shot. That'd be fun too. Anyways, I'm gonna pass it off to my left here. It's your buddy Jared.
Which left is your left? Your left is my left.
Mine's
Guys,
the
I'm Jared.
important left.
I'm the super interesting perspective of this game. I know you're all more interested in my storyline than anything like these two lovely ladies down here. Whatever with their princess accounts, it's all about. It is all about following the evolution of this amazing, amazing insurance salesman, John Lark, as he adventures through this land of excitement and adventure and remains unchanged. Love it. Worship me. Understand my story.
My paperwork. Understand my triplicate.
Pull this out in triplicate and get back to me. 6 and 7 business days, and we'll talk about whether or not your paperwork is filled out properly. No, it's true. But
It is very, very true.
just doing the everyman. We're gonna get through this. Things are happening. It's a new and interesting world. I can see in the dark.
I can see in the dark now. And to my lower, like my 7 o'clock here, that as I can see, it's Jess. Say hi.
Oh, hi. I'm Jessica Gloom, I guess, if we're going to go with that. And I mean, if you're following my story, you're following the story of Moira Moon, who is just the most successful Instagram witch you've ever met. And you're watching to see her inevitable downfall as she continues to piss people off to the point where she loses any connection and friendship that she might have somehow managed to pull off. Will she figure it out, or will she be completely foreshadowed by the familiar that is in the shape of kind of a sulfurous fart that she's just brought forth? That can't mean anything negative at all. That's probably fine. That's probably.
I always thought we were with the shadow self.
I can't decide if I'm the shadow self or not.
Maybe you're the villain.
I might be.
Is Moira Moon's like one of those people that they follow you on social media and you follow them, but the only time you ever hear from them is when they comment to disagree with you in the comment section.
Oh no, I also comment when I want you to buy something.
Okay, gotcha.
Well,
okay.
yeah.
That's important. That's important.
But not in a
That being
nice.
said, I have this spectacular drink at
Speaking of beautiful bartender, hey, it's Lisa.
Hello, I'm Lisa. I am a bartender. Fuck yeah, I am beautiful.
You are beautiful.
I'm
Absolutely.
playing Dame Harlow, a dominatrix paladin. I have a liter of Gruner Veltliner that I bought just before we got here. I made a key lime pie from scratch. I'm feeling good. I'm going to be snacking and bloating while we speak.
Here we are. Aren't you glad you tuned in?
It's a story we can all understand. We're all in quarantine together.
It's
Right.
extremely
One
Right.
slice of
independent
pie, half a bottle of
story.
champagne, no
I literally have a
problem.
bag of chocolate
That's just
chips over
called
there.
breakfast.
I'm just eating cheesecake right now, actually.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Happy birthday.
So
Happy
apparently, I was supposed to get married. I didn't. I ran away. I was my runaway bride. I joined a religious order of domination and pleasure and release of shame through pleasure and domination. And I am a shifter. And my family of shifting is aquatic. And we're back in my world of what? We're back in my world, in my land, my
you're back in
land,
your land.
back in my land. And I'm kind of, I haven't said this out loud, but tell you the truth, I'm kind of sort of quaking in my boots being back in my land. This is scary. This is intimidating. I know this is not going to be good. It wasn't good when I left. It's not going to get gooder that I'm back.
It is not going to get any gooder.
So just want to let you know that I am pacing myself.
Hey, and speaking of gooder, let me catch you on up here. Wait, was that sphincter? I was about to say, we also do a sphincter drinking game. Anytime you can hear the cat sphincter mule at the microphone, take a drink. So
There you
you'll
go.
be completely loaded before the 9 o'clock break. So get ready. To recap,
Meow.
you were told by Deus Ex Machina adventurers Jake Kilden and Ecthelion that there was trouble in your homeland brewing, and they flew you on back there in the airship Venture, and we're going to drop you right off at the palace, but encountered resistance and said that no airship, the airspace above the Linsmore Marches, the noble lands of the Marquis and Marquesa Linsmore, were occupied. So you had to land and come through a checkpoint because there were political stirrings that somebody or somebody's may disrupt a royal event. Stopping at the checkpoint and a bit of hassle in the line, and a bit of panic in the crowd. You noticed that you saw wanted posters, and on those wanted posters were pictures or moving arcane pictures of your earthbound selves, your shadow selves, your human forms, and so figured that your shadow selves were probably the ones going to be causing trouble. So you might as well get to the front line right away. And then, unfortunately, come to realize that some sort of glamour was across the land or the area around you, making you all appear in everybody else's eyes as your shadow selves, as your human selves. So a lot of finger pointing, a lot of Donald Sutherland and Invasion of the Body Snatchers, a lot of
Nice.
so if anybody gets that reference,
You're
welcome
old.
to being 50. It's super cool. I just did it.
My Brazil reference just slithered right through there.
right past it. So a little hullabaloo, yes, a hullabaloo broke out, and our team made their escape, avoiding or at least snapping the glamour out of the minds temporarily of some of the march wardens, but not of the Requiem. The Requiem being the Weir Shark soldiers, who are the men of Baron Galeon. Galeon being Dame Harlow's former fiancé, as Dame Harlow said no thank you to this arranged marriage and ran far away. Yes, she ran all night and day.
Are the Requiem,
With
Are-
the
are the
hair and the thing and the whole
Yeah,
thing was
the whole
happening.
thing.
it's a
The whole
shark. It's a shark fin and then a curl.
And then a crow.
Makes sense. I never put together that a flock of seagulls was actually channeling their inner shark, their inner were shark.
And there were
They were D&Ders. We just had no idea.
I mean, have you seen Marcus's hair when it goes forward?
Yeah, I
That's
know. It's slicked
Flock of
back
Marcus.
today, so yeah.
5,000%.
Marcus.
Flock
It's
of
a-
Marcus.
What was that, Jared? I'm sorry, you had a question
Oh, I was
about the
asking a question about
Requiem?
the Requiem. I
Yes.
just wanted to get some clarification, and I
Yeah.
can literally ask this question of Dame Harlow, but Dame Harlow, are the Requiem soldiers, were they guards in the marches before? Like, are they some elite group, or are they something that has arisen since you were here?
Are the Requiem guards, were they a part of the hierarchy before I left, or were they created after?
Yeah.
No, they were created after I left. They did not exist when I was here before.
So a Department of Marshland Security?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Oh no. That's
Yeah.
so depressing.
John Lark receives one inspiration.
No. That's terrible.
Or
Thank you. I'll keep my
demerits
inspiration.
for John
Thank you.
Lark.
Demerits.
Right, and then you got away from that hullabaloo and being captured and ran into the marshlands, where not only did Moira Moon contact her familiar, as Jess said, a sulfurous bulb of swamp gas and a little light called Buhai, and shuffling through some of the paperwork that John Lark kept with him. That's right. Like any good office bureaucrat.
Such a bureaucrat.
Found a pamphlet, a little piece of paper, touting the celebration in 3 days' time, the royal wedding of Baron Galeon of the Requiem, and the acting Marquesa Harlow Linsmore. So in 3 days' time, there is supposed to be a royal wedding, and something about being the acting Marquesa. So that, of course, indicates that your father and mother, the Marquis and Marquesa, seem to be not in their royal positions anymore. And that is where we last left off, in the swamp, holding this piece of paper, wondering what the heck's going on. And we will take it from there. What are you guys doing?
Well, when we last left off, I know I was creating a special ritual to help us find our way through the swamp, and I needed everyone to bring me bark and moss and like flies.
And knowing that bark and moss is all over you because you are becoming bark.
Yes.
Then John Lark has a complete log with sphagnum moss for
It's
you.
big, it's heavy, it's wood.
It's log.
It's log. It's better than bad. It's good.
And so I was putting together my very special ritual and communing with Buhai, who is fine and not a fart.
Yeah, he's not.
Not a fart.
Not
a fart.
a floating animated swamp fart.
No. He may appear that way in every single sense, but no.
Every cent.
Every sense.
Oh.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Moira Moon has acquired an inspiration. Fart. All right. So you are communing with your familiar, Buhai, who has been sent to you, as they have said, to pal around with you, and sent to you from your fairy godfather.
Yeah.
Merrill Toast Breath.
Toast Breath.
Yeah.
The man himself.
Chancellor
If he is that.
of the Prismatic Gate. Yes. And the you other two, what are you doing?
Well, I'm really wondering. This word acting, Marquesa, has me my interest. I'm concerned. Where are my folks? And I'm kind of not interested in pussyfooting around. I'm ready to get to the heart of Palace Linsmore. What are we gonna call it?
Hell yeah.
Palace Linsmore. I want to go see my old bedroom, see what they did with it. They turned it into a sewing room.
Yeah.
All the Iron Maidens are stored in my
Right,
room now, or something.
All the
Yeah.
Iron
You'd just
Maidens.
like it if they were all stored in your room?
What was that? What was that?
The Iron Maidens, if they were all stored in your bedroom, wouldn't you just like that?
Well, it's good, it's good to keep one's focus. That
What
would
you didn't know is the Iron Maidens were actually just what she called her handmaids back in the
Yeah.
right.
The Iron Maidens.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm looking to I appreciate marginally that Moira Moon is gonna create some spell situation to do something. What is it you're creating a spell for? Why am I bringing you bark? I don't have time for that. I want to get back to the palace. So
I thought Buhai was our guide through the swamp to get back to the palace.
No,
Moira
Buhai
promised that was
was
gonna.
not familiar. And I think it's actually very offensive that you would call him a simple guide. I don't know if he's a him actually. Buhai, are you a him or like a not? Or
I am more of a day
they
because
them
because I am an inert gas.
understood.
not from where I'm standing.
Oh,
Inert.
oh. I beg my
It's-
pardon.
Should I be offended for you, Buhai, or like can I agree?
You are my mistress. You can be however mood you want to be in. You
Okay,
can-
because you were kind of like farty a little bit, but
Hmm.
that's
That is
okay. If that's like who you are, then like I accept you for that and
Yeah.
whatever. But if you could just stay like maybe a little farther.
Oh, okay. I'm going to be downwind from you then.
Fantastic. Okay, so if we could just complete this ritual and I could maybe like find us like some knowledge and some deep-seated understanding of the swamps themselves so that they can speak to me in their native language. I
Okay.
think that would be really beautiful for all of us.
Are you
I am not doing anything that is
Okay.
actually real. I have no ability like this.
Right, you were
My sheet is a warlock sheet.
yeah. There's no
Nothing.
extra. You're just
Got
making
nothing.
it till you make it.
That is
Gotcha.
how I make my money.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
Welcome to Instagram.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
You are I mean, as far as you saw like a very makeshift palisade had gone across the major portions of the land, but it's not like this towering wall, easy enough to climb over. It's just if things are patrolling, that it's a generally flat land, so you're kind of gonna have to be stealthing around if you choose to go that way. So
actually, John, can I like speak to you for like a second, if that's okay? I think I could like use your like papers or whatever, if that's okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So like don't say anything to anyone about this, but I don't think that my magic works at all.
Staring conspicuously at Buhai, looking at Moira, looking back at Buhai, looking at Moira.
It's not the fart's fault.
Moira, I've literally watched you shoot lightning out of your fingers, and you summoned talking swamp gas.
I think he was just here already.
What about the lightning?
I think that was my creepy fairy godfather. I don't know how to do that. Do you know how to do anything at all?
No, I mean, I have some personal skills about filing paperwork, and I can fucking run your ass back and forth
Okay,
through
okay, never mind.
a 1040
Just
easy.
forget that I said anything and just look at your paper. Dame Harlow, can I like speak to you for like a second and like maybe over here? It's okay, John, you can go now.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Boo-hi.
And
Ah,
I'm looking at
I'll keep you
John.
company.
I'm looking at John going, seriously, you're fucking walking away right now? Wait, I don't want to be left alone with
Are you
this chick.
doing the Homer where you're just fading into the mangroves?
Okay. Hi. Oh my God. Hi. This is so cool that we're in like your home or whatever. So I have like kind of like a weird like question for you. And this is like sort of out of nowhere, but I noticed when we were at that like big giant hill thing, and you did this like crazy thing because you had like kind of like this magic that I don't actually have at all, really. It looks like it's not working right now. Yeah. So, and you also like can like put your hands on someone and then they like are healed. I noticed that.
Yes.
And I was wondering if maybe like you could give me some pointers so that I can maybe like just be like a witch again, maybe, or whatever, because I'm sure that I'll get there eventually, but I mean, like, it seems like we're kind of on a schedule, so I don't want to like talk about it, you know what I mean, like girl to girl, if you understand what I'm saying.
Shortcuts. You're looking for shortcuts.
Kind of looking for anything.
Yes. There is a path, and every path has a beginning. There are no shortcuts, my dear. Of course you don't have magic. You have social media. Totally different thing. Do you wish to actually learn to harness the powers of the wind and the rain and the sun to work in community with the ebbs and flows of energy? Do you want to read into people's hearts and accept the heavy burden of the knowledge therein? From there, many, many things can happen, but this is not playtime, my love.
I don't really want to hear anyone's brain or anything. That sounds gross, but I do really want to be able to like touch someone and make them not sick anymore.
Well, every talent comes with a burden, and I'm not interested in teaching you anything until I know that the burden you can accept. There is no gift that comes without a price. Life lessons!
I mean, like, I'm not a kid. Like, I understand that, like...
Hey, guys, I found berries.
What? How did you find
berries
any?
Over there? I think we can eat them.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
How sorry. We get serious? My apologies.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh.
It's fine. No, just run up here with your berries. Jesus. Is there even
I don't think we were discussing seriousness at all. Thanks, John. I'll take a berry or two.
Okay, fine. What does it take then? What's the big, what do you want? Do you want like money or what is it?
Now that's an interesting question. And with that, I'm going to sort of break narrative and go, what would I want? I'm not sure. What would Dame Harlow want? I mean, Dame Harlow takes this very seriously. She's sworn an oath. My words earlier about like, yeah, there's no gift of magic. There's no gift of insight. There's no gift of managing people that doesn't come with a burden, and this little chickadee ain't willing to take serious burdens, right?
Right.
So,
I mean, yeah, because your abilities are manifested because of your oath
Discipline.
and your training. Yeah, yeah. Versus Moira was kind of groomed and picked by weird alien creatures.
So I would
but it's
say
more they're
that-
being manipulated a little bit, you know.
Right. So there's like this notion of one would demand study and submissiveness, but then she's not wrong. We are on a timeline. Shit's, I'm sure, gonna get thick, and we don't have weeks and weeks and weeks to get her. I mean, gosh, I studied for years and years and years in adverse conditions to gain a crystalline soul for insight and so on and so forth. We don't have that kind of time.
We don't have that kind of, I don't think that there needs to be a final answer. I think that setting the path is a good call. And I think that you have a good beginning with that, with the tone that you set. So I'm down for anything.
Well, then I suggest, Miss Moira, if you're really serious, kneel. Do you accept kneeling?
Kneeling? You want me to kneel?
I want you to physically kneel. Kneel before me.
But like why? Like why would I get my pants dirty?
You're asking for a gift.
You were in the swamp earlier.
Right.
Pants are filthy.
But that was by choice.
You're asking, I'm telling.
Mm,
Feel free to not.
But okay. Just like, hold on. Okay. And this will help me to heal someone that is important.
Well, I don't know that we'll get there, but it is a beginning to a serious path of learning how to do something like that. Healing's not just going to come out of thin air. If you need a thin air, you need to go to somebody else, because I earned what I have and you will have to as well. And I have.
No, it's fine. I'll just kneel. I kneeled. Boop. We're kneeling.
Excellent.
Can we like kiss your hand or something?
Comes back with berries, realizes this is bad time.
No, I need something to eat.
Well, I got a fire going over here. I've been rolling survival checks while you guys are doing this. So yeah. Have fun. It's
Wait, what's a survival check now? I'm like, what?
You get to roll a d20.
Oh, that's my favorite. So kneeling and looking up into my eyes. And at that point, do I have any sort of like rolling to find like, do I have any sort of reading people's soul, divinity, looking into...
Are you looking for, you do have...
I'd like to look for sincerity. I'd really like to find that this person has a true golden soul. I'm hoping that she does. And how would I read her soul?
So that to read people is the skill insight, which you have advantage on. So you can roll twice and take the best of the result of that, and you already have a +4 to add to that. It's a bit because of your...
shit!
Yep, time to drink.
Sphincter.
I gotta get my
Sphincter drink.
Sphincter drink.
Sphincter drink.
Sphincter's gonna have to be one of the new emojis.
I know. I owe y'all pictures and and all that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Everything takes 3 times as long as it did. Okay, so before time. So yeah, I want to roll for insight.
Yeah.
I want to see if Moira has a genuine, earnest bone in her body.
She has no bones, so there's a complication.
Oh. I have an exoskeleton. It's
that
weird.
part is
So I get a +4 added to a 12. So I have 16. Do I even
16?
need
No.
do a second roll?
Right. No, not if you don't want to. Right. Well.
Sphincter drink.
All right.
Oh boy. I'm 2 down.
Okay. You yeah, I mean I'll let Jess have that. I mean 16's a pretty significant roll enough that they that Dame Harlow can read not only your intent, your emotion and whatnot. So I'll let you describe of what truly they can see.
Yeah, so Dame Harlow probably sees that Moira is hiding a lot, and there is a lot of layers of insincerity to peel away, and she is not happy about kneeling, and she's not happy about asking for anything, and she's not happy about being in the swamp, and she pretty much is not happy about anything. But deep, 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 deep down in there is a bone of sincerity, and there is something that is driving her forward, and that is good and selfless and not totally, hashtag selfie, hashtag bless,
Right.
hashtag
She's not looking to just add another thing to like, the roster. She's
there's a goal in
something
mind.
very, very important to this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there is something, but it ain't close by.
Okay. Awesome. And John has collected berries and
Thank God for the berries.
started fire and whatnot because it is getting late into the evening. Buhai
Seems so bright out.
has helped as much as he could.
Yes,
I
no
see.
hands.
I think that is edible. You should pick that one, and then you should get kindling. Get kindling first, Mr. John, and then get the this spark going.
Thanks, Buhai.
No problem. I don't have hands, so I
Yeah,
can't.
it's fine.
I'm-
I mean, they were just talking. I really have nothing else to do, and sitting in the swamp doing nothing, not exactly fun.
no, and
So let them have their
I
time.
could see this would be a lonely, dark time for you.
You been at Swamp Gas long?
As far as I can remember, yeah, and that's quite a
Got
while.
any family around here?
Yes, here. No, not here. In the Baywild, I have family there.
What's the Baywild? Is that
The-
San Francisco, but like the crazy time?
Many do say that is filled with immortal people that refuse to grow up, which is why I love the Baylands.
The Baywild.
The Baywilds is so good. Could you give me a charisma check,
Me?
John? Yes.
Yeah, sure. Is it important that I succeed at this, or should I fail?
It's not wholly important. I'm having you do this because you don't know that you produce an aura that something from the Feylands would probably sense. But
Yeah. Well, then, without any effort, let's see. There we go. I've got 19 on the dice.
okay.
Or sorry, 19 total, plus 3 on the dice.
Oh, okay.
And then, I got a dice roller right here. And then on occasion, it would flicker up to, oh, Jesus, 25.
Yeah. Buhai just sees this poor insurance man very out of his element. And it's just kind of floating there, is helping you as much. I mean, it is a will-o-wisp in a sense that it does have abilities. It just doesn't have hands to help you collect kindling and things like that. But it is providing a light, but you can see perfectly fine out into this the darkness of the marshes.
Gotten way darker than I would have expected that it has while picking up kindling and
Yeah.
foraging for stuff. Buhai makes great company.
Yeah, so you just have this kind of low kind of lantern light following you around as they're talking. But once you kind of get back and the familiar sees you getting up from your knees. It does kind of float over, and he says, "Oh, Misters, did you take a new contract?
What?
He goes, don't break your contract with your godfather.
My what?
Your fairy godfather. Don't break the contract with our lord."
I honestly don't know what you're talking about, and I don't know how I would do that. I think he kind of owns my soul or something. I'm kind of freaked out by it.
Yes,
He's going to turn me into a rabbit or something. Do you know about this?
only if you are only if you misstep.
What the fuck does that mean? What is misstepping? What, that could be anything.
Well,
Huh.
that's I'm here to help you not misstep.
Okay, can you help me maybe misstep not to get lost in the marshes? That would be a good start to not misstepping. Also,
Aye.
Dame Harlow, can I not kneel anymore? Or is that...
I don't see any reason why you need to stand up. I think you can manage kneeling.
Oh my god. No, this isn't roleplay fun for all of us all the time. It's the same thing. You can just stand up. It's fine. Don't let her play you like this. God, this is terrible. This is our first date. Oh my god.
It was. Yeah, it was.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah,
Like,
he didn't
whatever.
kneel either, but
Okay, whatever that is, whatever. I'm fine with kneeling. It's totally fine. It's not like it's gross.
Come on,
You
Buhai.
can
Let's
be
go. Let's
here.
go somewhere a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, but Buhai, wait, but
And he
you're,
says,
you're
"Don't
Martha.
misstep," and then he kind of floats away.
But
Don't misstep.
you're not his familiar. Oh, okay, whatever.
Dame Harlow, could you give me a just roll a d20?
and why am I doing that? Other than because you told me to.
Right. Yeah.
And
No.
I
No. I'm
respect you completely
because you
you're
are
old now.
in the
Happy
yeah.
birthday, happy 50.
Thank you. Because you are in kind of a slightly perilous wild. We're going to see if there's any encounters.
I got a 17.
There is not. Luckily,
I'm
thanks
doing good tonight with
to
the dice.
John's fire, that's keeping any kind of creepy crawlies at bay, and you're here in the marshes. It is even though night has come, it's still pretty humid and warm. I think I mentioned the last time we were together. It's kind of late summer. What would be late summer? So in the midway in this region. So, but the fire is nice. Keeping you warm. You guys have had your berries, and I believe you probably even had like some sort of food and whatnot that I'm sure the crew of the venture kind of sent you off with just in case, because they were like, "Oh, we're just gonna go to the palace and do our thing," and I'm sure a few of the crew were like, "You're gonna go on an adventure. Here's food in a backpack. You're gonna
Actually,
need
meanwhile,
this."
I packed it just for you. It comes in a little brown paper bag.
Right.
Here's
All of you wind up getting lost somehow. So here's your stuff. So
Buhai said the berries were edible.
yeah.
What are you, like his best friend now? What the
Actually, we get along really well.
Oh my god.
He understands contracts. It's weird.
Yeah, he understands contracts pretty good, actually.
It's actually weird how much we have in common.
Well, why don't you just marry him? Whatever.
Because he's a little. Oh well.
Because he's a little fart. That's what you were gonna say.
Yes. That was actually exactly what I was going to say.
I mean,
don't listen to him, Buhai. I don't think you're a little fart.
I mean, I am ripe, but I am not. I am my physical form would be a natural occurrence of the swamp itself, but I am actually a spirit. Oh, it is time to drink. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Oh my god, I'm 3 behind. Don't worry, I'm paying attention.
I know, I'm keeping track.
On the break, she's going to come back with an empty bottle.
A whole bottle of Oban over there. We'll see how it goes.
So fancy.
I know.
So, I guess you guys are camping out or whatnot. I don't know what your plans are from here. We're saying it is nighttime. Are you going to camp out, try to find your way in to the marches come morn, or are you going to try it under the cover of darkness?
How far away is the palace from here? I mean, I felt like there was a large swamp in between us. I would love to not sleep in the woods because centipede in the pants doesn't sound like fun.
There is it goes from marshlands and then past you'll start to get into think of bogland, then emerging into farmland, which then will get you towards there. So it's not far. By carriage it'd be much more comfortable, but you can hike it. It's a good hike. It's a good few hours hike before you'll start to get towards probably towards a collection of farmlands. There's I'm sure little outskirts, small farms, and then it goes into.
And let's remember that I am not. I left my family at the altar. I left them holding a marriage contract to a very powerful Ware family that's far more powerful than mine.
Right.
And I'm not sure we know what we're getting into. So going under cover of dark, I don't know. I kind of want to get to a safe space. I agree with you, John, that we get cover, and then some sort of maybe speaking to someone to see more about what is actually going on, how these guards came to why the guards are around and why there is a substitute Marquioness and so forth.
Yeah, why there's a occupying force.
I'm all on that same page. I just feel like we fled willy-nilly from guards into a swamp that people didn't want to follow us in, and if I could not sleep here, that would be pretty rad. I mean, well, you guys were talking, and good for you for talking. That's important. I built a fire. I collected some berries. Buhai and I talked, which was nice. I saw several animals that I have never seen before, and I saw something move in the water over there that was really, really large, like Nat Geo large. Like, so I don't know if we really want to spend the night out here. It's not quite my forte. I thought Buhai was gonna
spirit us off somewhere.
I thought he was gonna lead us through the swamp. I mean, I can spend a crappy night or not sleep. I'm not that worried about it, but I'm not equipped, and I don't know if any of you have ever done this kind of camping before.
Well, my father.
What side of the tree does moss grow on if you're heading north?
My father sent me out to the swamps for training many, many times. I've spent nights here. Yes, I have.
Dame Harlow, can I maybe scoot closer? I can't hear anything from over here. I won't unkneel. I just want to maybe scoot, is that cool?
You may crawl in humility to my feet.
Okay. All right.
Carry on. With that, when she crawls over to my feet, I give her a comforting pat on the head, a comforting, begrudging pat on the head, a perfunctory sort of, there.
Uh-huh. You don't have to do that. Nope. No, you don't
have to do that. You guys have fun.
Okay, so I've spent the night out in the marshes before, but John does not want to spend the night in the marshes, which is absolutely no surprise to me.
I hear that. I can hear you talking about me. I don't want to spend the night out here. If I can avoid it, I can, but...
Okay, well, what do you have to offer to... What do you want to do?
I mean, I've offered berries and a fire.
And paperwork.
And the suggestion that maybe we should go to those houses over there, but...
Oh. Well, sure.
I thought we were hiding out from your people here.
Right, no, I think the houses sound great.
Does that mean I get to stand up or?
I don't know that we're moving yet. You'll speak when spoken to. Hold on.
Is now the time for this role play? I mean,
She asked, she wants something from me. This is how it works. There are rules. You know all about that, Mr. Paper Pusher. Rules.
it
Order.
was different. It was
Order. Order.
It was different
Order.
then.
Order. It was always different for you. Order is order.
So you spot what was believed maybe like a say a
I just
fisherman's
figured that
shack, hunter's shack, something.
Yeah,
like
I just figure since the sun has set, now we can kind of see a few of the night fires that are lit up, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's probably. I mean, it looks like windows. It might
Mhm.
also be what live in the marsh that might light fires that aren't humans.
Well, I mean,
The
Like-
undead.
I do.
Do they light fires?
Well, I'll guide you past those. You're okay. you're
Right, that's
I'm
fine.
sure that won't bother you. It's fine. Well, then you easily enough after your meal could make it over to what looks to be a small kind of ramshackle hut. By now there is the sounds of the marsh, the bugs, the crickets are going. Many bugs are flying around, though they're probably not bothering Moira because you're
One of us.
a bog
One
thing.
of us.
And you make it to this you make it to this hut. There is a light on what looks to be
Over at the Frankenstein place,
Mhm.
there's a light. Sorry. Burning in the fireplace.
That's right. There's a fire going, and you hear, probably somebody working around in there, kind of clanking, pots and pans. So obviously there's somebody living there. What do you do?
Well, so we're still out. We haven't started walking yet, or we're walking, or
I would say you'd be walking if
Yeah.
you wanted to get out of this and headed towards that.
So I wanted
that
to
hut.
make a point that I've allowed Moira to rise and walk, but I wanted to give her a focus mantra. And I also wanted to turn to John and say, oh my God, I didn't catch it. You keep calling this role playing. This is not role playing. This is a path to discipline, power, and divine.
Oh man.
Drink to drink. Also, DM Luong just tipped $25. And earlier he mentioned something about rats of unusual size.
Oh no! Oh no! Right. Well, we'll have to.
So, is there a way for me to give on the road to her growth mantra for Moira to be reciting as we walk?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
You can say whatever you like, and I will try to do it.
Right.
And if it draws some rodents of unusual size towards us, well
Who
then
knows? Right.
all the merrier.
Who knows, really?
What am I saying?
Ah, shit. Oh,
Any-
I have to do that. I can't just come up with great ideas. I got to come up with the words too.
It's fine. My leg's asleep, but that's fine.
Moira, I believe you have a sibling, do you not?
Yes.
Do you have family members? Yes.
Everyone's got a family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have siblings
Mm-hmm.
or a sibling?
I have one sibling.
You do. I don't want to know the name, but as we walk with every footfall, with your right foot, you will say the person's first name, and with your left footfall, you will say the person's last name.
Fine, but can I say it in my head?
Yes.
Fine.
And yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
Oh my God, my knees hurt.
All right. So you make it there, and it's as I described before. There is a bit of activity. Sounds like a single person in this hut, and right. What do you do? I mean, you have your.
I'm tired of being out here. Hello?
And
Hello?
the clanking stops, and you hear you hear a an older woman's voice, and she says, "Who's out there?"
My name's John. We seem to have taken a left turn at Albuquerque.
That is so stupid. You absolute idiot.
Shut up. It's a Bugs Bunny joke. Everybody likes Bugs Bunny.
No one's seen that here. They don't have
Doesn't
TVs.
matter.
You absolute moron. What is
Fucking next time you talk to somebody.
I'd love to turn it Albuquerque.
Yeah,
I hope you get blown up by an
lost in the swamp, eh?
I mean,
Yeah,
sort of
you
lost.
got lost in the swamp. Ignore my weird, maniacal, moronic friend.
She kind of she opens the door, and she's this short, stout woman. You can see she has a kind of a walking cane and is holding it out. So you could don't even need any perception. You could see that they're blind. And says swamp's dangerous place to be at night, especially lost. Come sit by this fire. Come inside.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Nice, sweet lady. Oh shit, am I allowed to talk? I'm so sorry. Oops.
And Buhai says, "Of course you're allowed to talk, mistress. What has happened? I don't know." And yeah, this short woman, she's got kind of this frizzy swell. You could tell she's just the frontier woman. Beckons you into the hut.
Look, John, she's definitely seen lots of Bugs Bunny cartoons with her blind eyes.
It didn't have to be a reference that she got. It was just a cute turn of phrase. What the fuck?
Cute turn of phrase. Oh my God.
Fine, you really, thank you so much for your kindness. Kindness to strangers is
it's a rarity thing, and I don't get much out here. And she kind of pats around a bit, and she doesn't. Oh no, she would. She kind of puts her hands on you and kind of pats you a little bit, to size you up. And yeah, she's kind of reaching up for your face to.
I put her hand on my face.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she. Handsome. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're too kind.
Nice.
She really is.
There's the others, and she says, "Come, let Mina get a look at you." And she kind of holds out her hands and she kind of wryly smiles like, "Oh, I'm getting a look at you."
What was her name again?
Mina.
Mina.
Mm-hmm.
Mina. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? And Mina comes over to touch my face?
Whoever's in front of her at the time. She's just kind of shuffling around in this really low, I mean, it's almost yurt-like,
You're
and
fucking Burning Man.
yeah, and she just kind of waves around, and she actually doesn't approach much. She can hear your voice, but she kind of has her hands out. She's waiting for all of you to kind of come
For
forward.
polite people to come make it possible.
check you out.
Wait, what am I missing something? You're looking at me menacingly.
I motion you closer to step in to let her touch her face.
I hesitate to touch her face. I hesitate to present my face for touching, for I feel that I already know who Mina is. Mina was I believe that she is my governess from the days before, and in fact would accompany me as I strove to please my father in all of the wonderful training that I used to do. And I loved Mina so much, though she was many years older than I. Mina kept pace at every turn, and I am struck dead in my heart to see that she has been blinded by evil forces, perhaps. Her age has been increased by evil forces, perhaps. And I see Mina would, of course, be my ally. She helped me escape. She helped me disappear from my wedding after I gave her secret information as to why Lord What's His Bucket was so bad. Yes.
What's his bucket?
And with that, it's time for our 10-minute break.
All right.
So we will rejoin our heroes on the Aternium Road in 10 minutes. Please watch the commercial to support the stream, and I'm sure we'll encounter some rodents of unusual size.
Oh,
when we
yeah,
return.
you are.
Jared, you're wonderful. I don't think you're a moron in real life.
Thanks. none.
All right. We are coming back to the Aternium Road. Welcome back, everyone. Here we are. We have an evening in the swamp, and we've met a new dweller of the swamp. What was her name again, Marcus?
Mina. And we found out she was the former governess of Dame Harlow in her youth.
All right. Take it away.
So she, is kind of standing there, and she's you could see, she's got her eyes glazed over from the cataracts, and she's, and she says, "Come now, you're not getting into old Mina's home without at least let me giving you a once over."
Harlow, don't be rude. Come here. John is surprisingly concerned about her opinion.
And surprisingly domineering.
Doesn't normally come out, but seems this must be a thing.
No, it doesn't normally come out, and I'm so glad to see it, actually. So I step forward.
Okay.
To receive Mina's touch.
And she's kind of giving you the once over. She's like, and you can see, as you get closer, she's got that silver haired, and you see that her hair is braided like yours, like she taught you, how to take care of your hair, braided back when your father was teaching you sword play and whatnot, and perhaps there's a time where you were like, oh, it gets in my way and I'm gonna just cut it, and she's like, oh, come here, fussy little girl, and she kind of taught you how to get it back. And so yeah, it sparks the memories as you see her plaited braids done just like yours still are, and she kind of and she kind of gets to your face, and she kind of touches your hair, and there is a look of surprise and shock, and she looks off, and she says, "No, it can't be. It can't be my little Harlow." And she's like, "You've returned? You've returned to us?" Yeah, now you wear your tiara. And she's like, and she kind of lets her walking stick drop, and her other hand comes up and clasps both of your hands in hers, and she says, "Harlow, you've come back at dark times."
We trapped in somebody else's fairy tale, Moira. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Wait, no, you're a mushroom.
She says,
Just me.
and she says, you've come back in such dark times, but maybe this is meant to be. And she says, come, all of you, come. And she kind of pulls you over to, a little seated area. You could tell she kind of sits mostly by herself, but there's other things that she kind of pulls forward, little benches and stuff, and she says, sit, and she never lets go of your hand, Dame Harlow, and she, you could see the tears well up in her eyes as she's so happy to see you, and she says, "I thought you were gone, and you ran away, and you went last we had heard you sought sanctuary in the priory."
Indeed, I did. I left left the family and went to the priory. The man that I was betrothed to, was evil and was seeking only to perfect a were-shark lineage and grow power to exert over the people of the land. And through me, my body, my womb, the use of my powers of femininity and womanhood and reproduction, and I forsooth
you
dark
forsooth
times.
it. Mm-hmm.
But Mina, my heart, my love, and I actually go down to my knees before her, and I turn to Moira and look Moira deeply in the eyes and say, therein lies the power that you search for, is through the power of love and commitment and dedication. Mina was dedicated to me and filled me with such love and care and childhood that has given me the strength to walk a path, to find the discipline, to have the healing powers and such that you are searching for. So within yourself, Moira, find the dedication to people in your life. And I turn back to Mina and kiss the hem of her garment. Tell me, dear one, beloved governess, how have things become so dark? Tell me of what has transpired since I have left.
And she explains. She says, after you left, the years were not kind to your family. A great offense, not only to that Galeo and his people and the Requiem, but a schism in the royal council. There was rumors of ousting your mother and father, but your father paid it no mind and was too proud of a man, or is too proud of a man to admit that any of his companions in the council would act against him. And then, unfortunately, the time came, and then they said there was. Then they said, "You you will return, or you had returned." And I did not believe this tale. You returned hand in hand with this Galeo, and then I saw it with my own eyes. I saw you returned, but you did not seem like yourself, and you were dedicated to this Baron, or you are dedicated to this Baron, and there was an announcement that an engagement was to commence months and months ago, and that was the last I saw. My eyes started to fade me. Perhaps it's because I could not believe what I was seeing. You bowing down to this Galeo and willing to side with his people and the royal council to oust your family and to allow them to occupy our lands.
Mina, I'm a little bit confused. Wait, you saw me.
I saw you, bold as brass, as real as I am touching now. You with Galeo, his men, and two other strangers, his companions, and she. Oh, that's when she grabs John, and she says, "Wait," and she kind of
Oh, hi.
is feeling your face, and she says,
Yes, yeah, hi. Yeah.
She says, "This one. You came back
in my nostril.
with this one."
Yes, indeed, I came back with this one.
No, you came back with Galeo and this one and one other.
And Moira.
And I don't know. It's some other young woman.
Are you
And
saying you felt my face before?
I know that I've sensed this face before. Man, that was the day that you said you no longer needed my advice or services, and cast me out. And as I left, my vision started going, and I was set out to this land.
So
How long ago was that?
I know it was
Right.
odd. Yeah.
how long ago was that?
She says it was a year ago.
Yeah.
You hear a thumping outside.
Sorry, that's my neighbors. I'm like, is there a dead body action going on over there? Because this is interesting and I want to play this game and everything. But if they're dealing with dead bodies, I
Right,
might
if
have to
there's a-
break ranks because this could be
There's
interesting.
a different encounter going on right now. Yeah, she says it was a year ago.
So
Same here too.
I'm very confused, and you know, we've had this experience when we first came in, John, where the pictures of
Yeah, I thought that was recent though. I mean, who would want to be me?
Great question, honestly.
And she says these two are not the ones I've seen with you. I thought that you had a change of heart and you'd come to find old Mina and tell me that is all some sort of nightmare that we were living in. And a cat.
yeah, sphincter.
Sphincter drink.
Sphincter
I'm
shot.
ready this time.
Sphincter.
Yeah, and she, you know, as she describes, she kind of describes you, you know, to a T, dressed in actually royal finery, not in the suit of the priory, not in a warrior's outfit, but in more of a noble lady's outfit.
Oh, thanks. I
Mhm.
always thought.
Mhm.
Oh, right, her. Sorry.
I had a hunch that John Lark was into cross-dressing. It's kind of why I was on board, but I could never really bring it out of him.
Right, yeah.
Mm. I look fabulous in lots of things.
It's a teasing.
The bras were all in ex-girlfriends.
Always left at the house.
Wow. Fine, just out me, whatever.
It sounds like, I mean, it kind of sounds like this is a nightmare. Mina, right? Mina?
Mhm.
Yes.
I mean, like, especially for you, because, like, you know, can't see and stuff. That seems like a nightmare by itself.
Oh,
But
yes,
the rest
I've
of it
been-
also seems like a nightmare.
I think this could be an excellent. Well, I mean, two things. I would love to establish that Mina had seen our shadow selves. And
Possibly.
I'm also interested in restoring Mina to vision and virility.
Really?
Yeah, virile doesn't to apply to women.
It doesn't?
I'm asking. I'd like to restore her to her energetic self and restore her vision, which could be a great time for Moira to I don't know, tap into the beginnings of what she could find in her pool, the laying of hands pool, the pool within oneself that allows for the laying of hands to happen. Moira really needs to find that pool within herself.
My pool is a swamp.
Yeah, it is a swamp. Yeah,
That's
it
a
is
pool.
bog. Yeah, I mean, you can, you know that you're laying on hands. I mean, vitality, maybe not so much. I mean, Mina is old.
Okay, then
but,
there's no change in that. All right.
But Yeah, you can with lay on hands get rid of a disease.
Now,
or-
does Mina have any powers other than, you know, the wisdom of a governess and the power that she gained just from trucking around with me, training, and
Yeah. I mean, she's just kind of a feisty little stocky governess who, you know, was there to kind of keep up with your wild self. You know, as far as you know, you are the only one in your family line for a very, very long time that's ever displayed the gift that was kind of the kind of arcane contract between the people of the ocean, the were shark, and you. So you are a shifter, not as a race of shifters. You are a shifter because it's just in this this bloodline that hasn't appeared in a very, very long time. One of the reasons why you were arranged to marry Baron Galeo. They thought it was some sort of prophecy, so the Royal
Shark on
Council,
shark action for the future of the kingdom.
the Royal Council said, "Hey, it's the one."
There can be only one.
And unfortunately, when you're like, "It's the one, right, Baron?" and Baron's like, "Yup, I'm not a very good person, though." It's like, "Oh, I found my soulmate. Oh man, my soulmate's an a-hole."
Doesn't that mean not soulmate? I mean,
yeah.
Well, I mean, where's the discussion of like, you know, how old can your souls get? You know, you're like, I found my soulmate. You know, he's
so this was
40 years older than
and
I am.
I were a love match. Like
Your arranged marriage.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. So I didn't necessarily find my love match. My
No.
soul's mate.
The Royal Council said, "You found your soulmate," and you're like, "No, I don't think that's how love works." And they're like, "Yeah, actually, woman, we Council of Men said yes, that's how love works. So get ready to get married." Get ready for bliss, according to what we say.
Get ready to plan that dress, and then after that, it's all pretty dismal from there.
Yeah.
Then
So,
and everything else.
yeah, I mean, it's as far as you know that, I mean, and that's why she doesn't have, she's a human, you know, just an older human lady. So were you going to do a little divine power and
well, yeah, I think that my compassion is such and my attachment is such that I cannot leave her blinded, especially knowing that her vision failed after what I'm starting to suspect, and John, perhaps back me up here if you're done building a fucking fire over there in the corner.
Oh my God.
Are you setting fire to Mina's
when you
home?
guys were having a conversation, your deep character introspection, I'm like hauling wood back.
I don't know what I'm like, this is game number 7 for me. I'm just trying to make it fun.
It's great. You're doing fine. I just want to wear a tiara. Honestly, I'm just excited to fantasize about being outside during quarantine.
That's right.
That's why I'm doing all these chores.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm outside. I'm talking to strangers. It's great. What's over there? I'm doing that. Hello, weirdo.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons I go fishing all the time in any open world game. I'm like, I don't really get to go fishing too often. So what do you do with this super game? This, you know, you can save the kingdom. Does it have fishing in it? I'm going to go do that for 30 hours.
I must confess, I'm really excited to finally meet you, Marcus. I've always wondered why every game that I love playing has so much effort spent on fishing. And I know that it's to please you, and I'll just be like, cool, they made 68 fishing rods and 448 different fish.
Yeah.
It's for Marcus, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'd love to restore her vision. Let's go there.
Sure.
The laying
easy enough.
Hands.
You have you have your divine abilities, which you can call forth. You don't need to make any kind of roll or any of that business.
Okay.
Can
I ask how you knew? Okay, can I ask at this point, because I thought, you know, laying on hands would require a roll. for the sake of learning, why is it this time does not require a roll?
Lay on hands never does. It's in your whoopsie class feature.
Yeah. Which I'm reading.
On your sheet, you got features and traits. It says lay
Yeah.
on hands. So you got a pool of healing power that can restore up to 15 hit points. Basically, it's 5 times your level. So right now you're 3rd level and it's 15.
Okay.
And you may either heal those hit points, basically give life back to somebody, or cure a disease or neutralize a poison that is affecting a person.
So you
And then
use
what
up the
does it-
points in the pool, and then you need to rest.
And then you get
back.
and the rest that
thank
you
you.
need is a long rest, and that basically means you need a good night's sleep.
Okay, that was going to be my next question because I saw the long rest. So the long rest would be like a 24-hour period in our narrative. Sweet. All right, fuck it. She deserves it. She's my pal. I'll take what.
I think another thing to recognize in that is because it's lay on hands, and she is willing to let you touch her. You don't have to try. So you're not rolling to touch somebody that doesn't want to be touched.
Yeah, and that's the only time you'd. Yeah, if you were trying to put your hands onto somebody who's like, no, don't touch, no, then I'd.
Like Moira right now, who's like, I don't want you to see my mushroom faces. Like,
right. Don't see my mushroom face.
Don't touch my mushroom. I mean,
And you have a pool of 15, and it just takes, as it is written, it just takes 5 to neutralize that effect that is on her, which means you'll have 10 left over for, say, when giant rats start attacking at some point.
Thank you, David Long. Great. I would like to heal Mina. I would like Mina to have her sight back.
All right. Give me the narrative as you as you restore, like the cataracts will leave her eyes.
I understand. I think so. At this juncture, I turned to Moira, and I asked Moira, this woman, Mina, has meant the world to me. She kept me safe. She gave me companionship and friendship and love, and was always my protector. And what has happened to her seems to be as a result of me. And I cannot, in good conscience, walk away from this foundational person that is given. This is where power comes from, the love. Oh, Jesus, I'm going to start crying. From the love of those who built us comes the foundation for any and all powers that you perceive that I might have, that you want. It doesn't come from social media. It doesn't come from popularity. It doesn't come from anywhere else but the love, the selfless love that has been poured into our hearts. Do you understand that, Moira?
I mean, like, I guess, but like, I can't imagine. Okay, I'm just going to try to watch and see what you're doing. And I'm going to try my best to just.
But while you watch, hold in your hand, hold in your mind's eye a person. Is there a person in your existence, in your past, that has given love or who you feel selflessly loving toward? Does that exist for you, little mushroom lady?
Don't talk about my skin like that. Fine, whatever. I'll do my best. It's fine.
No, best is not good enough. Is there someone in your past?
I mean, like, yeah, I'm sure there's like someone. Okay.
Yes or no question? Yes.
Yes. There's a person in my life that I care about and stuff. Or whatever.
Invoke that sight. Kneel once again. Yes, you have to kneel once again. And John, you're shaking your head, and I have this to say. I need your power. I need you by my side, as I always had, in friendship and in love. companionship. This person, Mina, in front of me, meant the world, gave me the foundation.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to be. Excuse me.
Is that the firewood smoke?
Yeah, sort of. I just inhaled some porridge wrong, I guess. I didn't mean to denigrate. I really appreciate you helping Mina. I think that's the right thing to do. And I'm sorry. I was inappropriate towards the solemnity of your moment.
Well, I ask you to hold. I take a violet wand out from my belt. I take the violet wand out, and I know. I know that I want all the love in the room to come through this violet wand to heal this wonderful person. And John and I had love in the before times and companionship here on the Aternium Road. And I want you to hold the violet wand with me as we wave it over her eyes. And her sight is restored.
As she's doing that, can I have my eldritch ability to detect magic kind of go off automatically?
Oh yeah,
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's interesting, and I'm very curious what I'll see when I'm staring at both Dame Harlow and John Lark.
Ah, right. So, interesting. So you see this radiant energy in form of violet energy all around Dame Harlow, and then kind of is near John Lark as well, especially as his hand is on her hand. You see it almost crackling energy around the eyes of Mina, and she isn't in pain. It just is kind of bouncing around, almost trying to root out what is causing her affliction. Now, give me an Arcana roll, Moira.
I rolled a 10 for a total of 13.
Okay, cool. And Jared, could you please give me a charisma, just a straight charisma roll?
I got a 9 on the dice, plus 3 for a 12 total.
Interesting. So, intermingled in that radiant energy around John is this cold, icy framework, and for a bit he looks larger, lankier, and his skin is this kind of river stone gray. You hear you hear your fairy godfather's voice in your head, and for a moment, and he says, oh gosh, I almost lost his voice. Let me get it back. Fairy godfather, right? And he says,
gotta have the key phrase. Always have the key phrase.
He says, oh, rabbit, that is a lord in front of you.
A lord? What? Where are you?
He says, and yeah, you can't see him, and he says, it's been so long since I have cast my eyes upon him. Oh, you'll have to watch that one closely. He has returned. And then he's gone. And with that, John is John. John is uncomfortably kind of holding this wand, but he's also very like, you know, and very serious, you know, and he's kind of waiting for his cue. And with the crackling of energy around, you see the cataracts kind of melt away, like, you know, yeah, just holding a blowtorch to a little thin sheet of ice. It kind of melts and it runs like tears from her cheeks, and they're tears of joy as you see love kind of come back into her eyes, because the first thing she sees is you, the one person that she was the last to see, really, and or the one person she cared about the most that was the last to see, and she so little, you know, she kind of embraces your your belly, and you know, she's not kneeling to be on your belly. That's about as high as she can go, and she kind of is embracing you, and you feel the comfort that you had, this kind of roly poly but grandma, like Eastern Bloc grandma strong, like holding you, and
No,
she's
Eastern
just
Bloc.
so she's so happy to see you. John, give me a perception check, would you?
Sure thing. Perception. Oh, I am terribly perceptive. I have eyes like a hawk. 9 on the dice plus my natural +1.
Wow.
Right. Oh, that's perfectly fine. That's about what I wanted you to get. You hear, as you kind of step back from this moment, Moira looking at you a little odd.
I rolled a 10 for that. Moira always looks at me a little odd.
Yeah, and
That's
you
good.
actually see Buhai you're kind of bowing. It's a gas spore that you can't tell. It's kind of low. Buhai has lowered itself. And so that seems odd, but what's distracting you from contemplating more about that is you hear this crunching at the walls of Mina's home. This kind of, I mean, you've lived in the city, so you know the sound of rats chewing at wood, but it's not this kind of nibbling and crunching and big. It's like there's a wood chipper crunching wood out there, and that's when you catch it, like just at the corner of your eye. One of the wood planks kind of like snaps as you see this large rodent, unusually large rodent size
Ooh.
snout come through, and you see more kind of pushing and shoving their way in to snap more of the wood, making their way in, because had you know, popped the latch across after a while. So what do you all do as you hear these things clawing and gnashing their way into her home?
Oh man. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
What are you swearing about? There's giant rats coming in here.
Of unusual size.
Yeah.
Are they unusual? I mean, I feel very new here. They seem
You're right.
sized.
You're right. It might be normal, actually.
For here?
Yeah, I mean, for here, it
unusually
could be
large.
unusual.
I don't know. They looked about the same size as the elephant man we saw earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Your fucking face is just, what the fuck?
Wow. In that right now is not the time to talk about my face. I know you're not a fan of it.
Buhai. Are these normal sized rats, or like, what do we do? What do we do?
Oh no, mister, these are rats of unusual size. They are quite big, and it sounds like there are many of them. And you hear more kind of crunching at different corners of the hut.
Shit.
So,
Oh, fuck.
yes, what are you doing Or are you gonna let me come in there and eat you?
I'd like to gather up a bunch of the twigs, the branches that I've gathered while they were having their emotional moment, and I was collecting more firewood because going outside is super exciting.
I know the smell of fresh. I mean, it was swampy, and Buhai following you around for helpful light source was a little sulfuric, but you know,
it's dark out there.
No, it was dusky.
Yeah, dusky, right? I mean, it's fun.
Yeah.
I'd like to bundle up a bunch of sticks and try and make a larger makeshift torch.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah. Easy to do because Mina's fire, it had been cooking. This stew is a pretty roaring fire right now. So yeah, you can totally like stick that in and as an action probably light that up.
She's cooking a stew. Is it the stew that's drawing their attention? Is it particularly stinky?
It's good. It's Dinty Moore beef stew level, which to me is delicious.
I love it.
It's edible. It's edible dog food. Unless you're watching CEO of Dinty Moore.
Yeah, it tastes like shit, but you can live on it for my second.
Yes, you can.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah, you can.
I love Dinty Moore. That's spongy beef.
That's our new advertising here. Dinty Moore beef stew tastes like shit, but you can live on it.
Yeah, it's me in 6 months.
Put that spongy
All
beef
right.
in my mouth.
So you John runs over and grabs these bundles and starts sticking it into the fire. They start roaring to life. What are you two doing?
Are any of them like coming through the walls yet? Can we see any actual body parts? Or can I let me say that a different way. Can I identify where any of them might be specifically?
Oh, I see. Yeah, so I will say you could see there's probably like 3 to your left. They're kind of just past like the door frame, and they're kind of gnawing and crunching at one of the slats underneath, and you hear crunching coming from behind it, like the far back corner, but it's still gnawing its way, and it hasn't snapped the wood like the others. Okay. And you actually see the little strange rat hands like coming underneath and like grabbing and pawing, and it's odd because their hands are so
super cute little rat hands, right?
So
like my rat's in the next room that you're trying to make me murder.
No, they're kind of these wizened wrinkly hands, hairless from the forearm to elbow, and they're kind of pulling at stuff and trying to grab things.
Okay,
they're elderly and they need
Can I have
that's a $10 donation, an inspiration to Dame Harlow and John Lark.
Oh, nice. Dame Harlow and John Lark.
Thank you, Bill Alley.
Thank you, Bill Alley.
Thanks, Bill.
For helping them through this as I'm trying to hurt them. It's a counteractive thing. Dave wants to hurt them, and Bill wants to help save them. So
they're
here
like
we
pawns.
They're like
field
pawns
of the gods.
to the gods. One of them is Laurence Olivier. That's a Clash of Titans reference. Welcome to 50.
Titans is awesome. That's Dame Maggie Smith.
Dame Maggie Smith, that's right.
Ursula Andress.
Can I have
Release the Kraken?
Can I have I want to say, oh, okay, I'll just say it. Buhai, can you make yourself stinkier and can you get as close to their noses as possible? Like, I know you smell like shit, kind of. So can you like make them really, really disgusted by you and maybe like, because they've got sensitive noses, right? They're rats. They have sensitive little twitchy little noses. Just stinky, super stinky. All the sulfur.
All of the sulfur, as much as sulfur I can
just
conjure up.
Just make us all throw up a little bit. But most of that.
You're going to be so proud of me. You're going to puke everywhere.
I'm already regretting this. Fuck.
He drifts down towards the corner with the largest hole. You see him, his gaseous form gets bigger, more vapor kind of comes through there. Now it doesn't smell so much as you can taste how bad he smells. And
that's my little fart buddy.
Yeah, that's your little fart buddy. and they they must make a con check. So thing in the sky, voice in the sky, could you give me a con check roll?
For the rats, 10 on
For
the
the
die.
rats, they need to make themselves a 10. Target number is 10.
They rolled a 10.
Oh, they are they're repelled, but they are not puking. They are getting away from the wood because he's right there, and you see them kind of trying to gnaw at him to chase him away, but they pass through his vapor, and they regret that because biting into that.
Taste it. Oh God,
Yeah,
I can taste it.
you don't want to bite into a fart. That's a real rough ride. So yeah, they start like hauling back, and he's like, "I'm doing it. Now, all of you, please give me a con check,
there it
please.
is. There it is.
Just roll your d20, add your Constitution bonus if you have one, and just need to make it past 10.
Constitution. Yes.
No, I'm throwing up in the corner. You're doing great, boy.
Remember, you do have an inspiration I gave you.
It's way
Jess.
funnier to do it this way.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's way funnier to do this.
Damn it!
I rolled a 6, by the way.
Oh God.
I've got an 11 on the dice plus 4.
Oh, sweet.
What do I have a 9 and
Okay.
I have no Constitution.
Oh no, Dame Harlow, you don't have a con. Oh yeah, you don't have a Constitution
No,
bonus.
I don't have. I went for dexterity and wisdom. God damn it!
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Nobody.
So
Them all.
for I'm gonna just roll it to make it quick. Oh damn it. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
For 4 rounds, you are sickened, which means you will be rolling at a disadvantage.
But she could spend her lay on hands to cure that, right?
To cure that, yes, she can.
She also has an inspiration.
And she has inspiration if you'd like to re-roll.
4 rounds of disadvantage using an inspiration.
Or you can heal. Yeah, you can heal.
Or I can heal
yourself. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What?
I just like that.
Shit.
There we go.
There we go. I gotta get more. Oy, this cat. I like that she was quiet. You said she was quiet all day until the stream started. This is her moment. She's a celebrity. This is her moment.
Is. Yep.
She's on The Voice.
Like mother, like God, like mother, like kitty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't feel great about re-rolling. I don't.
Okay.
No, it's the laying a hand. I'm gonna re-roll because I want to conserve the laying on.
Okay.
Hands, and I got an 11.
There it is. Yeah. So you
cool.
You brace yourself against this smell, but Moira, even though she's turning into a bog witch, it's just permeating. Probably because she's right in front. She's like, "You're doing it! Oh my God! Oh no!" And I guess I should roll for little old Mina. Voice in the Sky. Could you roll for Mina? She does have a no. She's got just a flat 0 for her Constitution.
Sorry, that is 18 on the die.
Mina's like,
Tough
what?
edge.
I don't smell anything.
I think you need to heal her nose after the. It's fine.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
She's tough as fuck.
I eat pickled shark. I'm good.
Whoa.
Oh, watch it with the eating of the shark situation.
Pickled shark. That's.
Oh yes, all right. Yeah. No wonder I don't like that
humanoid. Oh, that's fine.
guy. No wonder I don't like that guy.
Shark.
All right. So right.
Oh man.
And they're making you do have another round, I should say, thanks to Debuhai fending him off, and the other one it'll take it around to kind of gnaw its way through. So I will give you guys this round to make more actions, and then I'll possibly ask to roll for initiative in a little bit. So give me your actions. After that, we will probably go to our 10-minute break, and then when we get back, we'll get to see what happens. So actions. What are you doing?
Well, I'm not sure if my girlfriend's home or not, but she would never forgive me if I start murdering ROUSs of unusual size. There are literally 2 rats in the next room.
I know.
So I feel like I have to play the non-confrontational one here. I'd like to take my torch and smack it down on the ground in front of the rats' noses, as many of them as I can, to try and drive them off. But I'd like to spend my inspiration dice. Buhai, as you pointed out, has put off sulfurous swamp gas that has filled this place up.
Yeah.
So I think that it's going to catch and just go up in a big woof. And I would like to roll
like lighting a fart,
like letting a fart, or like letting a swamp gas elemental. I'd like to roll a charisma intimidation check, just to try and scare some rats off.
I love it.
So I love it. That's my intent.
Okay.
I'd be willing to fight and murder some were-rats if you want to throw in some author.
there's one there.
the cute little old man hands. I can't do that, man. It's unjust.
All right. I'm gonna have you roll that now. Then go for it.
Sure thing. So tossing my I'm +1 on intimidation.
Boom.
Or sorry, +3 on intimidation. I got a 14 on the dice, +3. So that's a 17, but John is going to lean in with his otherworldly powers and add a d8 to it. So we're going to hit a 20 even with the +3 for the intimidation roll.
Nice.
So I think the whole place just goes up.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like it's the old Colossus Wolverine fastball special. Buhai, you can't.
That is exactly what it was, wasn't it? It was
you can't tell that he is peeking over his shoulder to say like, yeah, we'll do this together, boss. But you smack down on the ground and he concentrates his sulfurous gas forward, and it shoots out like you're billowing a gout of flame. You hear like screeches of rat, the smell of fur burnt.
Burnt whiskers
as they run back farther into the darkness. Dame Harlow, what are you doing?
First of all, I'm taking my microphone off mute.
Yes.
So we've got a fireball happening right here.
It kind of it like a quick little flash of fire
right
at that the most compromised area, the hole and by the door. There is still what sounds to be like more rats coming from behind you at like the right hand corner. They're kind of chipping away at some of the wood there.
Okay. So the rats are chipping away at the wood. There's I'm wondering about protecting the crew as John works his magic, and we know that Moira is a bit of a pretender, but she seems to have all these helpers that come through. So God only knows what she's
so much magic,
gonna do with that.
Lightning bolts, and familiars, and
I'm not familiar with protection and how that works, but I would like to envelop our crew in protection.
Okay. So you have protection from good or evil, but that works mostly against things from beyond this world.
Okay. So it's kind of a waste.
But you do. Let's see. You've got sanctuary. Now, sanctuary will ward a specific creature within range against an attack.
Protect Mina.
Protect Mina if you'd like to protect this little old lady that I'll probably put in danger.
that you'll probably put in danger. Fucker, let's see how that goes. I'm helping John.
Okay.
No, so John was making torches and made fire happen.
Yeah, and then he smacked it down on the dirt floor, and it blasted flame to kind of get him out from the hole.
Lit up some buhai gas.
Yeah, some
I'm
buhai
wondering,
gas.
like, are these rats enchanted and or are they vulnerable? Are we able to defeat the rats, or are they super rats enchanted in a way that
would
what?
be well. Unfortunately, I don't think you've got a good look at them.
Okay.
So I think it's more that you'd have to either get a better look at them or get into actual physical contact with them to see what they are vulnerable to. Oh, John Lark's got one.
Oh,
John Lark's got one.
bless.
What's his name?
Food, we're after your food.
They're after your food.
Okay, fuck it. Let's live dangerously. I want to take a closer look.
Oh, okay. You kind of peer out of the hole now that they've kind of been chased back a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me actually a perception.
Perception. And do I have anything extra for
you, because you're such a good hunter as your
+2.
particular shifter? You get a +2 plus you get to roll twice and take the best result.
Oh. Okay. So this roll, so because this is going to prove anything, but I just want to say that I got an 18. Wait, I got an 18.
Perfect.
And then I have +2 for my perception, so I don't need to roll again.
Yeah, no.
Right, because I'm a badass.
Yeah. You peer out and you see hunkered down maybe about 3 of these huge rats. They're kind of maybe the size of Great Danes, but they're humpback. Their arms are much longer than regular rats, not like tucked in. They're kind of hunchback and they're kind of patting themselves. But then there's one who starts to like its body ripples a bit and it kind of sits upright, and it's this half man, half rat, and it's putting out fire on itself, and it's screaming and squealing at them and pointing at the hut, and you can tell that these rats, although of unusual size, are natural and will fall prey to any form of physical contact. But the thing that is leading them is some sort of lycanthropic, like weird rat, and they are only vulnerable to, say, magic effects or silvered weapons. But luckily, you can enchant your weapon to make it magical.
Right, shit, goddamn. Yeah, I spread that. What it? Bear with me. So enchanting of the weapon, that's the shield thing that I read about, isn't it? Like I can enchant the narrative or the.
Ooh, excuse me.
Which one? I'm
for
sorry.
You. That's okay. No, for you.
In D&D Beyond, it
is your It is because of your oath of devotion. You can call upon a sacred weapon. Basically, any weapon you hold in your hand, you call upon its your energy, and the weapon becomes enchanted and becomes magical. So it treats attacks as magical. It also adds your charisma bonus to the attack. So normally, I
So,
believe you-
okay, so question,
Mhm.
beginner level question. I have two things. I've got, I'm looking at a javelin and I'm looking at the whip. Now, the bullwhip I've used before in past
Mhm.
episodes,
Mhm.
and I'm thinking that a bullwhip would just sort of like I'm thinking of swirling it around and it would just clear space. It wouldn't kill or really maim or these rats are out for blood, I would assume.
Probably.
Yeah.
They seem they have the intention to do harm.
We do need to go to a break, so perhaps we'll discuss this offline and come back in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, you all, thank you for tuning in. This is the Aternium Road, a Dungeons & Dragons live play for Midway Tabletop. Please watch the commercials, support the stream. Thank you so much to John Sheena, who did a subscribe to Tier 1. And, of course, our amazing donators, Bill, Alley, and Dave Long. Thank you, thank you.
Oh, thank you,
Keep
Jen.
it coming. Supporting the stream is why we're here. All right. We'll see you all in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, welcome back, you all. Welcome back. I guess they saw us talking, but they didn't hear us, so that's great. But yeah,
Say anything. I didn't say
well
anything.
done, operator.
Talking about-
I'm the best.
Quiet. We're all quiet.
I am
Now-
the best.
Now, welcome
God.
back, Marcus. Please tell us about these rats of unusual size that the party
Oh.
faces in a mortal or friendly confrontation.
Well, first I'd like to say thank you for our subscribers. We got
Oh,
some
hell yeah.
Bill Alley
subscribers.
T3 subscription. Thank you. You'll have that
Sweet.
tankard of lard with a hair in it very soon.
Yeah.
That will be our tier
Ooh,
3
human,
emoji.
human
How
hair.
lucky.
Tankard of lard.
Mm.
And then I believe who do we end in? Jen, I believe.
Yes,
And,
Jun Shenna, subscribe to tier 1. Able
Oh,
to use
June.
the classic, the now all classic Midway for Froggy.
for Froggy.
Oh.
And
I love you, June.
We're
I
all
love you,
midway for
June. You're the
Froggy.
best. Hang in there, June. We're all gonna get through this.
I know. And DM Long donated for a
Oh my.
strange and evil thing that I will introduce later.
Oh, boy.
So, but the thing I'm introducing now is that there are rats outside scheming their way inside. But more than scheming, behind you in the right corner, there are other rats like chomping and chewing and trying to get in that way. But what you saw when you peered outside is that there seems to be some sort of leader, this weird rat who takes kind of his hybrid form, half rat, half human or humanoid, sorry, and is yelling at them.
Oh, fun. I love it. I love knowing things on occasion. Sometimes I make good decisions.
And he seems to be laying out the game plan as the others are kind of patting themselves out of their burns. What do you do? I didn't get to Jess's action. What were you going to do? And then after that, we'll probably roll for some initiative.
Yeah, so I'm hanging out with Buhai and trying to not vomit too much.
Yeah.
It's not a very big hut, right? It's pretty small.
Yeah, it's fairly small. I mean, it's fine enough that you're all are all in it comfortably. You're not like bonking your head or like smushed up. You know, it's a good size. It basically has to be a good size because it's containing her bedroom, her living room, her kitchen.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna crawl over to John and try to get some fire on a torch. Just
You're gagging. Oh, yeah, it's
Light a
just
match, it'll burn it off.
in your skin. It is everywhere. Yeah, and then the burn caused the smell to be even worse. But
as you do.
all right.
So I'm gonna try to get a torch. That's my action.
Okay, you go and grab a torch out of the bundle that John has. Okay, now I will have you all roll for initiative, and the voice in the sky will roll me initiative for the villains.
Okay.
Ooh, God, I am hot tonight. I got the 19.
Ooh, shit!
I rolled a 14.
Because I made a key lime pie today. Everything's
I see.
charmed when you make
Yep,
key lime
I see.
pie.
I see.
It's true. It's true.
John, with his panther-like reflexes, has a 5.
Perfect.
A dead panther.
Dead panther.
Very
And,
Dead.
hungover.
Let's be clear. Dead pan.
And our voice in the sky handler. May I get the initiative roll for the villains?
The bad rats get a 3 on the die.
Bad rats. My favorite gang. They're like snap fight.
Yep. Yeah, they're outside the hut right now. They're like,
but with excellent Jerome Robbins choreography.
Oh yeah, they're very
Opening
very
scene,
good at
man.
that.
The bad rats, they would be going so much further if their legs were just a little longer. It doesn't really sell itself because they're like,
Yeah,
they're really got the
they
moves,
can't
but
give
they
you
just,
that
they don't-
kind of Fosse that they
it doesn't
I was
have
gonna
the
say,
grace.
that's
It's
where-
all torso.
That's where Fosse comes in, man.
Yeah,
Fosse
yeah.
will craft your deficiencies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, he'll also fuck you, but
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I mean, they are good-looking rats. So, so Dame Harlow, it is your go. You get to go first. You kind of reel back your face, and you saw what you saw outside, but at the far right corner of this hut are more rats chewing their way in, but it'll take them a bit because they're going last. So, what are you doing?
Well, the D&D Beyond page has let me down. I was informed by colleagues that I have command.
You do.
So I want these rats to be submissive.
And so
Grovel is perhaps the one-word command you might use.
and these the command spell you can cast on one target, but if you use up another slot that you have, you may command two.
What do you mean use up another slot? What is
So
another?
you have 3 slots in order to cast spells, and then you're gonna have to like rest, kind of recoup. And it's
Right, another like 24-hour
ammo.
period or something.
And
And what time is it? We've got how long left in the game? Okay.
You just need a good rest. It is taxing on the soul.
More key lime pie.
So yes, and more key lime pie. You have 3 slots. So if you cast it without spending a slot, spending an additional slot, you're going to command 1 to do whatever the one command. But if you spend another, you'll command 2.
I'm thinking that I command 1 and then
Okay.
I get them to do my, bidding, perhaps.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, let's do 1. Let's do 1. Let's start there. I like scalability.
Okay. Right. This are you going after the rat? One of the rats, the weir rat itself?
The weir rat. Oh my God, yes, the weir rat.
Okay. The weir rat itself. And
Yeah.
let's get this one out of
Go big or go home.
way. And voice in the sky. Could you please roll me its wisdom save? It's got a +0, so he needs to beat an 11.
It's going to roll an 18 on the die.
Oh, goodness gracious! You felt
Son
the
of a
words come
bitch.
out, and all it does is glare back at you. Its red, beady eyes glint in the night sky, and
So it basically channels me.
yeah, it says you can't.
Can it glare and raise an eyebrow? Because
Right? It's
some
both
shit right there.
vindictive and cocky, and and says, "You won't work your spells on me."
Oh man.
Damn it. Well, fuck.
And then it says, and they start spreading out a bit. Okay. So then we're up to Moira. What are you doing?
So I've got this torch in my hand, and I've got the great incredible stench of Buhai in front of me, and I'm kind of freaked out because I'm covered in vomit. So I'm going to thrust
Mushroom
the
vomit.
torch, the blazing torch, into the little hole where the rat's starting to get his way through. And I'm gonna roll whatever you say, probably charisma, and see if I accidentally cast create bonfire.
Gotcha.
That seems fun.
Yep. Did you? Are you going after the hole that's already been broken open, or the one that they're chipping away at the back of the?
Wherever Buhai was, I think.
Okay, that's the one in front. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
I'm gonna go back to my familiar kind of. I don't know.
Yes, you're
Here,
familiar.
sorry, I
Yeah.
meant
Oh, I see.
of course.
Right. And two, that's of course at will. You just need to concentrate on it. You create a bonfire on the ground that you can see within range. So easy enough. Yeah, you kind of stick it out, and give me the narrative as to what flows out of you to create this bonfire fire.
So
It's at will, so I'm not really going to have you roll on that one. It's if it was something like a first level or second level spell, I probably
sure.
would. But
I rolled anyway just to inform myself, and I rolled
gotcha.
a 2, which is telling me, yeah, I love these fake virtual dice so much. So Moira is covered in her own vomit, weirded out by the fact that I don't actually think I smell that bad right now, which is by itself very disturbing. And I've got this fire, and and the rats are really big, and Buhai smells terrible, and I'm grossed out, and oh my god, oh shit, that's a really big fire, and I did not mean to get that much fire, and oh no, oh my god, that's a lot of fire.
This hut is now on fire.
You you cast that bonfire, which is not it is through magical means, but it is a fire and it is burning, but the hole is blocked. But and you rolled a 2 with your charisma, so yeah, very soon the side of Mina's hut will probably start going up in flames.
And I still don't really know how I did that. I don't.
This is going great. It's going well.
Yeah, I think it's going great.
Great.
I think everything's fine. Everything's fine. The panic. You probably wanted to have some sort of fire, but then it's just raging bonfire,
I
like
wanted to get the rat
erupts.
away. I don't know.
It pushes it back. You hear more screeching as they have to devise a new plan, I guess, because they're not going through a fire. And they're probably, if those of you could speak rat, they're saying like, well, they're gonna burn themselves alive, I guess. We're done here, boys. Who wants a cheese
Work's
plate?
done.
John, it's up to you. So you see this huge bonfire like go off, like, just suddenly spark to life from what this little ember on the end of this smoldering torch.
I was worried this was going to be a problem when I lit up a torch and tried to drive a rat off with it, but but weirdly, it seems to have grown much faster than I expected. I'm going to feel a little guilty about burning this old lady's house down right now.
All your fault. You're right, John. It is all your fault. All of it.
It must have grown when I wasn't paying attention.
Why did you do this?
I would like to get Mina and get her out of the house.
Okay.
To try and get her to safety. So that's what I'd like to spend my turn doing. I'll use my torch to kind of keep any rats off and try and usher Mina out of the house and see if I can't get her someplace safe away from the fire and away from rats.
Sweet.
Like up a tree, maybe?
Yeah. You grab you put your arm around this sturdy but tiny Eastern European woman, and
she doesn't need to protect her from rats by just kidding me. ROUSs with
and you start to make your way towards the door. Could you give me a actually a perception check?
Sure thing. John, like owl like eyes, as in blind during the day. 13 on the dice plus 1, 14 in toto.
Oh, sweet. And I got it. Oh, okay. Right. So now, give me a dexterity check, please.
Did I accidentally step in the middle of a rat? Because that's not going to stop me at all.
No.
I got a 12 on the dice plus 1.
Right.
13 total.
13. Sweet.
I light myself on fire?
It yes. Oh yeah. It just misses you. You see out of the corner of your eye this strange cobbled together nightstand come scuttling past. Just as you heard like a whistle come from outside, or like a blow of a war horn come from outside, and you heard the weir rat say say like, "We're trapped by fire. Now's your move, Jamar." You see this scuttling nightstand become animated and kind of come to life, and it click, 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 and it tried to sweep across to trip you on your way out the door, but you managed to hop past that.
Oh, so like the first time I drank alcohol when
Yeah.
I was attacked by furniture.
Yeah.
I've been menaced by a nightstand before.
Yeah. It's hello, darkness, my old friend. We're back to the battle, and this thing kind of scuttles around like a crab.
What the?
Trying to block you from getting out the door, but missing as it swept through, and you kick the momentum of jumping past with me, and it pops the door open and lets in the night air. You can see rats are around, but you have you have time to. You're right. Yeah, it is very bright out there. You have time to get to cover, but it is their go. So they are you, I guess John will be the one that can see him the most, are trying to run to intercept you. They saw the door like latch come off and get open. They've got to run quite a bit because they've got to run around the bonfire to get to you. So I'll allow some rolls to see if they can try to jump on you.
Well, I'd like to interpose myself between the rats and Mina.
Okay. A voice in the sky. Could you roll me a tackling of John by rats?
The rats roll 5.
Oh, no. What's your AC, John?
Better than that.
Yeah. It's better than 7.
I have an 11.
Yeah, you actually do have flesh on your body to protect you. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I throw myself into the mouth of the rats. Oh, no.
They kind of are like hunched back and kind of clambering at you, but
swinging my leg
are far too slow. Yeah, they're kind of being pushed back by the torch. The other rats on the other side will use their action to start breaking through. So you more of the wood starts getting cracked open at the far right side of the hut, and you see them trying to squeeze their way through, but they're all so frantic that they're kind of smashing into each other trying to get through that door. You know that probably in the next round more rats will be flooding in. So we'll go back to the top of the round, and it is Lisa's turn. What you doing, lady? You see the door fly open. You see by firelight John looking quite manly and very pulp hero like, waving a torch around with your favorite nanny, your governess, basically your godmother in arm. And you see shadowy forms of hunchback rat trying to get to him. Rats on the far side of this hut have broken their way through, and they're trying to squeeze their way in. What are you doing?
Sort of, kind of a little bit shitting myself, really. And turning to my D&D Beyond page to see what it is I can do. So like everything's on fire.
No, the one of the walls of the hut near the door is starting to smoke and cinder as Moira's bonfire is actually helping to protect, but it also is lighting.
So we're stuck inside. We all of us are still inside. Nobody's got out yet.
John and Mina are outside, maybe a few paces past the front door, kind of running and flailing, kind of getting rats back.
So there's an open door.
Yep.
Okay. Well, What's Miss Moira doing?
Freaking out because I didn't mean to light a big fire.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Oh, and
crying a little.
I should say then one thing trying to block you from getting out is this rather odd scuttling nightstand moving around.
Right, that's where the nightstand
Same on
comes
the nightstand.
in.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The nightstand where I usually keep the lube and the condoms.
That's right.
Menacing you. It's coming after you now.
Right.
All that sexy time stuff you made
All
me
that
watch.
sexy time.
It knows all your secrets.
I know your
Right.
dirty, dirty pillow secrets.
Nothing's dirty, my love. Nothing is dirty.
Everything is fine in a safe space.
In a safe space, you know.
Mhm. In a safe space, we all. Oh, sorry. I was doing my Bette
Yes, I
Midler
want Disney
for a
bondage
second. Yeah,
songs.
yeah.
Can we have that? You know, I think Disney could do great with some bondage lyrics.
Oh man.
I feel that I have to go to battle
Okay.
with the errant nightstand.
Okay.
Is that a
yes.
mid-century modern or is it Victorian?
Yeah, it's
CR3 IKEA.
Yeah, it's
IKEA
yeah. If it's an
nightstand?
IKEA, you just look at the thing; it'll disintegrate.
Jesus, it didn't even get put together right because 3 of the knobular
You're
things
right.
never
It was
got
put
where they-
together wrong.
Yes,
Right.
put together.
It's come after
Put
us.
together evil. This is a very odd model from Sweden called the Murkborg.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
It all comes, it starts to come together.
Yeah, that's right.
Man.
So you're gonna go after the nightstand that is menacing you and trying to keep you from getting out of this
Yeah,
burning
I just,
building.
you know, I hold no truck with Moira's poppycock, but she has followed my instructions thus far, and I'm feeling really concerned about her safety.
Gotcha.
Starting this fire, which she's apologizing for, but I'm kind of thinking it was a good thing because I'm not into rats, but that's just me.
Mhm.
So I'd like for Moira and I to get out of there, and it seems that we have to go up against the Morkborg
Nightstand.
IKEA nightstand on sale.
Jared the Morkborg nightstand. Mhm,
Right.
Yeah.
that houses the IKEA
I mean, not Jared. Jamar.
Swedish meatballs. So I'm not sure how to go about doing that. If
Do you want to hit it? Do you want to?
well, I'm looking
You could
at
set it on fire.
what's that? I could set it on. You already did that.
I haven't set the nightstand on fire
Mhm.
Oh.
yet.
Well, I could censure it. I have this whole channel divinity turn the unholy. As an action, you can censure a fiend or undead. Would the nightstand be a fiend or
It is
undead?
not a fiend or undead. It is
Not
an
quite that either.
animated object, a magical
Okay.
animated object.
Okay, thank you
Mhm.
for the distinction.
Sure.
So
Thank
yeah,
you.
so screw it. I'm not going to be fancy. Let me set the damn nightstand on fire too.
Oh, okay.
Take it. Really.
Now you can, as I said before, you can use any of your weapons, channel your divine energy to them to get more damage, and then when you do hit things, you have the bonus action ability to smite things. You can use your wrathful smite or your divine smite to add some more damage to that too. Basically, you are a damage machine if you really want to be.
Okay, and I, need to understand that more because I'm looking at D&D Beyond, and I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling the full impact, the full sort of impact of what smite I could do, but I do see the divine smite.
There it is. Yeah.
And so that's something with a weapon, right?
Yes, you'll use your whip
Mhm.
and channel the divine smite through it.
Yep.
Oh, well, come on. I love using my whip, even if it doesn't make sense. Let's use my fucking whip.
Yeah. All right.
Tiara at them. Where'd
You
my
should
tiara
whip it.
go?
Whip it
I
good.
feel like
Whip
a
it. Good.
Could my tiara be all like Peaky Blinders type? I have like little razor blades on my
Razor blade.
tiaras and
Is that your
we'll stick with the
ranged
whip.
weapon?
We'll
Okay.
stick with the whip.
So yeah, go ahead and hit with that whip then.
Am I rolling? I'm
Yes, you
rolling.
are. I believe you should be able to click on the whip itself. That'll get you your 2 hit.
Wait, click on the whip itself.
You should. From
Oh,
D&D
I see.
Beyond.
Oh, I haven't done this yet. Okay, so.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I'm hitting. I see. So what am I hitting? Damage, control, combat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, unless you want to roll the dice that David gave you.
Well, yeah, I want to roll the dice.
Then roll them things.
Jeez.
And
Plus
with your
4 to hit.
yeah,
Yeah.
with your dice, you get a +4
What?
to hit.
Oh my God! 7 and 4 is only 11.
That's okay. It's a animated nightstand. it is fast, but it really only has 11 armor class. You just needed to hit 11. So you do hit it. The damage you do have is 1d4, so the triangular pyramid die.
Yeah.
Roll that plus
Oh.
2, and
Oh.
if you want, you can also lay down some smite on it if you feel
This.
want to.
I'm rolling this one.
Let me take a gander. Yes, you'll be rolling that.
Okay. And this is for which?
That's just the flat damage that the whip
Okay.
would cause. So it's that plus 2.
How do you?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that is a weird die. The number that's on the point of the pyramid.
Oh, sorry.
It's weird ass D&D dice. Yeah, you're right.
1d4s.
4.
There it is, 4. So
4.
4, and you plus 2, you get 6. Damaged. It is cracked. It is not down. But if you wanted to, you can use your bonus action to call forth your Divine Smite, which is channeled through your whip. Divine Smite giving you an extra 2d8.
Yeah, let's do the smite, and then, God damn it, is the 8 the craps?
Oh, sorry. The 8 is, yeah, I keep forgetting. I get so used to like, oh yeah, you know what die it is. It is,
Oh,
what
it's
is
that cool. Yeah.
Iceberg
It's like
iceberg pyramid thing. Yeah, I forget the shape. Yes, correct.
Iceberg pyramid.
Yep.
You're welcome.
And you roll that twice.
Oh, a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, an 8.
7, 8. We had 15 plus your 6 altogether. Yeah. That thing is shattered and destroyed.
Crushed.
The nightstand cracks in front of you. Your divine energy, the violet electrical nimbus takes it over and shatters or splinters it apart in front of you.
Holy shit!
Spilling
Is what Moira says.
lube.
Right. Can I
Holy fucking
grab
shit.
Moira by the hand and look?
And start to move. Yeah. I will. Yeah. I'll give you that.
Run.
Yeah, I'll give you that because that's a great action. Moira, that happened in front of you, and then Dame Harlow has grabbed you and said, "Run!"
Go high!
Yes, mistress. What are we doing?
Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me.
Or,
When we get outside, do we see rats attacking Mina and John?
yeah, they are attempting to surround them, but to no avail. You know, they're kind of more onto one side as his torch is kind of wrangling them a bit. But there are other rats that were at the corner of the house, which it's not their turn yet. So they may either try to get into the hut or they could flank you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna try to. I'll take a look at them, and I've still got my torch that maybe is like incredibly powerful.
This torch
I don't
is
know.
loaded.
This is a loaded torch.
Yeah, this is a loaded torch.
Okay. And I'll try to get in a position where I can protect Jared and Mina. Or Jared, I keep saying their actual name like a dork.
How dare you think we're so
Such
similar?
Sorry. I'm going to try to get in a position where I can protect John Lark and Mina's flank on the other
Okay.
side. Not that I know what those words mean, as
Right. Yeah.
but it's clear when you look at them to get into a position where no one can attack their butts.
Yep.
No butt attack.
Don't attack their butt. Okay.
Don't attack the butt.
Don't please.
So
don't
I'll
attack the
hold
butt.
out my torch very menacingly and say, "You saw what this thing can do, and you can probably understand me, rats. So don't even think about it." And I'm gonna roll an intimidation check.
Okay. Yeah.
Very,
I mean, your
very
body language, and you're holding fire. Yeah.
I'm so scary. And I rolled a 14, which is a total of 17.
Perfect. And I, just to save Marty from rolling, rolled a 16, and so they are intimidated.
So intimidated.
You're
Dangerous.
both of you back to back with the fire, guarding this little stocky lady.
It's okay. Weird. Don't touch my skin though, okay?
And I don't know if I'd say you're. Give me a wisdom check, Moira.
Yes. So, total of 19.
Yeah, the bonfire still kind of bounds in the air in front of the hut, still active, still burning her home.
I'm really sorry about your house, Mina. I really didn't mean to do that. It was the torch and not me at all. Probably. I hope not. I'm so sorry.
She's like, don't worry, sweetheart. I was planning on moving anyways.
I feel like you're lying, but I really appreciate what you're saying. So, okay.
With the rents dropping and more of the Requiem are moving in here, gentrifying. I couldn't afford to live in the swamp hut. So
Yeah, fuck the gentrifiers.
don't you worry,
Fuck
sweetheart.
'em.
Okay, there you go. And John, what are you doing?
Boy, my primary goal is to get Mina to someplace safe.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like there is any place I can get her that's away from the rats? Can I get her up a tree or?
Oh yeah. As I said, that it's we kind of established that it's like very mangrove ridden, so
Yeah.
these are good climbing trees.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of my first and foremost action.
Okay.
Disregarding anything else. Yeah. So I mean, if she can get up that tree, I'll offer a shoulder or offer advantage to that roll.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll turn back to the fight and ineptly try and fend off a rat. Which
Hey, you're doing good.
With a shockingly so.
Yeah. All right. So you use your movement action to kind of get her over to the tree. Voice in the Sky, could you roll me a climbing check for an old lady?
Can I offer advantage to that as my?
Oh, Ren, offer an advantage, please.
Oh, well, the old lady rolls either a 17 or an 11.
Oh, so she didn't really need my help at all. Cool.
Yeah,
Whatever.
She did,
Fine.
no, you boosted her up, and she with her grandma's strength starts hauling herself up. But yeah, you boost her up, and she turns around and she winks. She's like, "Hey, pretty boy," pats her butt.
Didn't look at all.
No
Swear,
touching the merchandise. She's like, "You may be saving me, but I'm gonna need a drink first." And she kind of gets up into the tree, and she's up and safe. You kind of spin your back around. But I will say that was only your. I'm gonna make that only your movement, because it was more her kind of taking it from there. So you have an action if you'd like to do one.
Well, I'll spin around and heroically in the torch in a good sweep makes that wonderful whooshing noise that a torch does. Catch my foot on a root and trip forward because John is not an action hero. Let's be clear, John is not an action hero. He's just
Way to own it.
an old lady. Yeah, look around for rats to see if they're here, and then get surprised as one is coming up on his left.
Yeah,
and desperately flail to try and get it off of them.
Okay. Roll to attack
Sure
said
thing.
rat.
Again, I'd like to drive away more than anything else, John.
Oh,
Is
okay.
not
So
currently,
then,
not currently murder.
then I'd go with
I mean, I'll mind scorching a whisker if necessary.
then I mean I'd go with intimidation. Then I mean we'll add the scorching, of course.
All right, intimidate. See, I got a 13 on the dice plus 3.
And
So 16 total.
they got
Surprisingly scary.
They got a
I
3.
have to-
So yeah, they're they're the turns out
Run from me.
even if you're big giant rats, fire is super scary when it's waved around your face. So one gets scorched in the side of its ear and screams and scuttles back. And the
I am the house cat of the night.
but it's now their
torch.
turn as the weir rat is now in front of you. You see that that is retrieved some sort of short sword, and it stands there, half rat, half human, nude and angry. And
Are you always patchy like that, or is that a thing that happens with weird rats?
it's how he shaves, and it's ratscaping. He he lunges at you, John, to try to hit you. So, voice in the sky, please send this weird rat into combat.
The were-rat rolls a 14.
Ooh, plus the 4 to hit. What is your AC? Are you wearing plate mail, John Locke?
I have an 11 armor class, so I think I catch that short sword square in the brisket.
Yes, square in the brisket. Actually, I roll location. He stabbed you in the right leg. It digs deep into your right leg. It is 1d6 plus 2, voice in the sky, unless you want me to roll it.
Do they have sneak
That's
attack?
going to be it.
Oh wait, I mean nothing. 1d6 plus 2 is great.
He does not have sneak, or at least
total. 2 on the die.
shape changer, multi attack, short sword. Nope, he does not have sneak attack.
All
right. 4 total.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Stabs you for 4 points. Digs deep into your right your right thigh. John.
All right, 4 points. Probably the most damage I've ever had my entire life. Oh wait, no, I went to the dentist.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did have a root canal before you went on this adventure.
That was a fucking thing. I would imagine that being stabbed in the thigh hurt more, but I don't seem to feel anything right now.
Oh, it's super scary. Right. The rats are trying to again and bite Moira, but they are rolling with a disadvantage. Voice in the sky.
So 13 on the die and 11 on the die.
Time for my pants
Still enough to bite you, Moira, I believe, because
My
even with the
AC's 11.
Oh yeah, they are biting you. It is 1d4 plus 2.
But
I'll
I
roll
have more hit points now, so
yeah, you do have more hit points. And I'm going to roll it, and the rats of unusual size bite you for 4 points of damage.
oh boy. Oh my gosh.
To your left leg. They kind of chomp down on your calf and are trying to pull you off your feet. And then for Dame Harlow, several rats are kind of making their way into the hut and scrambling after you, and they will attack also at a disadvantage because they're all kind of squeezing and moving through the hut. So, voice in the sky, could you please roll me to attack young Dame Harlow? They have a +4, and that's a disadvantage.
They're at disadvantage. Is
Yes,
that
sir.
right? Well, that's
Yes,
good because the first roll was a 20. And the second roll was a 6.
Oh God! So they all together with their bite got a 10, but Dame Harlow's armor class is 18 because they are armored like a mofo.
Okay, where do I see that? If I can
So
break
on your character sheet, above where you see your actions and everything, you'll see the shield little symbol, and it'll say armor and
Oh,
number
yeah.
and class. So there you are,
Yeah.
18. Because you have you're wearing not only chainmail, but you also have a shield, and
Okay.
you're ready for protection and fighting. So they kind of scramble at you and are biting away at your shield and armor, but to no avail. They can't make their way through all of that business. And with that, even though we were coming at the top of the round, we are also coming at the end of the episode. So I will leave you with this cliffhanger as our friends are being bitten by rats, stabbed in the leg by some nude were-rat, and Dame Harlow has several rats jumping on top of her as she's bashing them back with her shield. And that is where we will leave off until the next episode.
All thanks to Dave Luong.
Dave
$25
Luong
donation bringing the rats.
Dave Luong said, "Forget your encounter charts. I want you to send rats at them, and a were-rat, and then an animated nightstand." And then I had to scramble during the break and be like, "All right, let's punch up giant rats and
Dark credenza.
and a credenza."
Came back from
credenzas
IKEA,
are very
but it came
different
back
things.
from-
Ooh, and Dame Harlow, yeah, the shot of Dame Harlow fighting these rats as the building is burning around her. That's pretty cool.
Man, it's so epic.
So yeah, I guess I will lead off and say, hey, thanks for everybody who joined, subscribed, and donated. We love you very, very much. We hope you were entertained by tonight's episode. I thought it was really, really great. I had a blast hanging out and gaming with my friends, so I hope you had a blast hanging out with us and watching us game. Anything for me to plug? I will say Saturday, if you feel like it, and if you're in San Francisco, please come to the Cat Club from, I believe, 2 to 7. I'll be there serving cocktails to go with Gib, and DJ Mr. Steve Washington will be playing the finest in yacht rock as well as butt rock and metal. So it'll be a good time. There is some outdoor seating. There'll be dim sum, or you can just get it to go, make your way on home, prepare for a beautiful Saturday night, and have some alcohol. So there's that, and I will pass it over right now to Jared.
Boy, I wish I could tell you I had wonderful and exciting things to do in life and that everything had changed, but I'm pretty much looking forward to next week when I'm here again. This is all of my exciting life. I mean, I do some things. I make some drinks. I've produced a wonderful new cocktail for DNA Lounge, which you can go explore. I've got a fancy mezcal thing called the Diabolita coming out relatively shortly. That should be tasty and interesting.
You go DNALounge.com to order.
Yeah, it's not there yet. I literally put it together today, so it's gotta move through the pipeline and become a thing. But that should be exciting. And then I'm gonna go see Marcus hopefully on Saturday.
Yay!
That's the entirety of my life right now.
That's fine. I hope that's good.
It's enough.
It's enough. We're all still healthy and happy, or healthy.
Can't complain. I'm happy enough. Come on.
Good. And I will turn it now over to Jess. You want to do any plugs and you say your goodbyes from Miss Moira Moon?
I am so sad that I can't hang out with you guys in the city. That makes me sad. I'm going to plug my Redbubble shop because I have 2 new designs up right now. One of them is a Snow White design, like kind of a Alphonse Mucha kind of thing going on there. And it's cute and it's pretty. So
Can you put the link in the chat?
Yeah, I added it to chat just now. Or you can just look it up on Redbubble. My username is Barda, like Barda. Like if you're a comic books person, you know who Barda is.
You know who Barda is.
Wait, are you on Insta or what are you? I'm trying to look you up. What?
I'm on Redbubble and I'm on Instagram as Jessica Gloom, and I have my link there too.
So there's a new thing. There's a Redbubble. What the fuck? All right.
Redbubble's a shop.
A t-shirt.
Redbubble's not a new thing.
If you want a t-shirt or like something like that, they make masks now too, but I haven't made anything for that. That's my plug.
Yay!
for fun.
Thank you, Jess. And I will see you Friday as we return to not only Friday during the day, we're going to be doing Secrets Revealed at noon to 1. We'll talk about this game and many others, free talking. But also Friday night, we will be playing the Midway Wrestling Alliance.
Yes!
Wide world of wrestling, a Powered by the Apocalypse wrestling game about wrestling performers and their lives outside the ring.
Mhm.
It's
the
like
drama.
Glow, but
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it is so like
And
Glow.
now
Jessica, this is beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
I will turn it over to the woman fighting in the fiery hut, fighting off rats. It's Dame Harlow. It's Lisa.
Rats. As a wise man once said, I hate
I
rats.
hate rats.
Well, I'm here. What do I have going on? I am posting beautifully melancholic poetry on Facebook with pretty pictures to go with it for no other reason than I am beautifully melancholic right now. Whee! Welcome to a pandemic. Cocktails, DNA Lounge, order through Grubhub, DoorDash, all set. Jared and I make cocktails, and they're lovely. Damn it. And other than that, fighting crime in your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Hell
Yeah, that's about it. Oh, watching Umbrella Academy. That's
Yeah.
really lovely. So far, I mean,
I
I'm
heard
only
the
in
new
episode 2,
season's
so if it
really,
goes
really
pear-shaped,
amazing.
don't blame me. I'm only on episode 2.
No, I hear it.
There you go.
I mean, I love the comic, but I hear, the series is really, really fun. Really good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Alrighty.
And
Well, thank you all. Another great session on the Aternium Road. We will see you in 2 weeks with this storyline. Next week, of course, Tuesday night. Next Tuesday night we'll have the Deeplington storyline and find out more about
that craziness.
that ridiculousness. Very well. Bye-bye. We'll see you all later. I'll read the credits, and we'll say bye-bye to Marcus, Jared, Lisa, and Jess.
Yeah. Oh,
Bye.
and tune in Sunday if you can. Sunday, 2 p.m. The Blackbird Bartenders play D&D. So
Oh,
this
cool.
channel, 2 o'clock on Sunday.
all bartenders.
All
4
bartenders.
days a week.
All bartenders all the time. God, I'm
Constant
excited to watch that.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
So, yes, we have had, this has been episode 8 of the Aternium Road, Wedding Crashers. We had Dungeon Master by Marcus Flores. Players were Jessica Grant as Moira Moon, Lisa Hyde as Dame Harlow, and Jared Williams as John Lark. I'm your executive producer for the Midway Tabletop, Marty Kaplan. Upcoming streams, 7:30 on this upcoming Friday, Midway Wrestling Alliance. And that same day at noon, we'll do our Secrets Revealed, where we talk about all of our strange and wonderful stories and play. It's been a crazy week. We're going to talk about the Mork board game. We're going to talk about this episode. We're going to talk about all sorts of new things coming up as well. The next bits that we'll be doing are, of course, on Sunday, as Marcus mentioned, the Blackbird Dungeons & Dragons every other week on 2 p.m. Sunday coming right up. And then a little further out, our next Shadow story that's scheduled, though we may sneak in a Morkborg again because that was so much fun. The Delta Green Death of Hippie game that I will be running for 2 consecutive nights. Part 1, Part 2, where we learn why it's not a good idea to take the brown acid. All right, that's all we got. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you on the road.
Step up now, step up, friends, now let's be going. For here in the Midway a strange wind is blowing. Where the lights are brighter, the laughter is knowing. Friends, into this tent now of marvels we're going. Sing it loud. Ballyhoo, bally high, sing it low and sing it high. step up, friends, now let's be going. For here in the midway, a strange wind is blowing, where the lights are brighter and the laughter is knowing. Friends, into this tent now of marvels we're going. Sing it loud.